this shawarma is criminally underrated, and it's just 5 minutes from where I grew up. I'm doing a roundup of my favorite shawarma spots in the neighborhood I've lived in since the 80s, Rigga and Muraqqabat in Deira. And now you know my age. This is one of Dubai's OG hoods. It was like the cool place to be back then, and it still does an old school shawarma at prices that don't burn. Stick around till the end, because the last one is the one we feature on our food tours with Frying Pan Adventures. Those are the tours that I've been running along with my sister for over a decade here in Dubai. Just a heads up, this is not a rating because there are some days that number 5 is better than number 1. Shawarma is so subjective and it can be so moody like that. So you just gotta come out and try all of these for yourself. Starting at number 5, Sultan Dubai Falafel. This is a classic Palestinian Jordanian joint. You probably know it for its falafel or its hummus, but on a good day, their chicken shawarma slaps. First up is the chicken shawarma at Sultan Dubai Falafel. Now this is a place that we typically come to for their falafel and hummus, but if you come here on a good day, they really get their chicken shawarma right as well. And you can pick between different breads. I went with a Lebanese style bread, but you can also do a thin and crispy saj. You can do a fat samoon bread, which is like a hot dog bun. They have all of the different variations. But what I like is that for 7 dirhams, you get a fully loaded chicken shawarma. Look at that. That's 1 down. We still have 4 more to go on my shawarma showdown. Hey, if you're enjoying this episode so far, make sure you hit that like button, smash the subscribe, click the bell so you never miss a flavor-packed episode like this one. Number 4 is Wild Strawberry Corner Cafeteria. Not Arabic style. This is Indian run, probably Keralite. And actually, this is not even one I've tried before, even though it's just steps away from where I live, because I usually never do Indian style shawarmas. But people rave about this place, so I just had to try it out. They chop up all of that chicken shawarma along with the lettuce, along with cabbage, heaps and heaps of sauce. It is so chaotic, and hopefully this is gonna play out in the best way possible. This is shawarma meets street snack. Spicy, saucy, not authentic, but I can see why people get behind it. You can see the sauce, the spicy sauce seeping all the way through, because I asked for it medium spicy, and they've gone heavy with the sauces on this one. And they've used 2 kinds of bread. On the outside, you have that really sheer, very delicate saj bread, but then they've reinforced it in the center with the Lebanese style bread. So I'm guessing it's gonna be a little bit on the doughy side. This is not bad at all. Like, this is better than what I would have expected. Like I said, I usually don't do an Indian style shawarma. Not my thing, but this one, somehow it works. Like, it's got the smokiness, that's shawarma char, it's got that going on. I actually really like the spicy sauce. It's got quite a kick. I think too much of it would drown it out, but I asked him for it just medium spicy, and that was perfect. But it works. I mean, for a 7 dirham shawarma, like, this is real value for money. It's real value for money. Plus, you have random things dropping from the tree. So that's for free. Number 3 is Safadi. Now, you'd usually sit down here for a full meal, and I feature that in my 24 hours in Dubai video. That is where I showed you my shawarma hack. You order their hummus plate, top it with shawarma. It's creamy, it's smoky, you drizzle over pomegranate molasses. It is the casual chic of street food. This time, I'm gonna give their simple chicken shawarma a go. Just the plain wrap. And this is one of those shawarma that literally, whenever we have visitors, they will walk down the stairs, they will cross the street, and they will order from this place. It's one of those institutions. But I will say that of all the shawarmas on the Shawarma Showdown tour, this one is the priciest. This is almost double the price of all of the other chicken shawarmas in the neighborhood. And here you go. So it's wrapped in a simple Lebanese style bread. And I can see inside it's got the thoum, it's got the pickles. Let me actually open it up. I like that their garlic aioli, the thoum, is nice and salty. Very moist, very juicy, very satisfying. You simply cannot go wrong with Safadi for the most part. They're just consistent with how they make their food. It's simple, it's minimal. This is how old school chicken shawarmas are meant to be. Aroos Damascus lands at number 2. This place has got a loyal fan base and their beef shawarma deserves it. This is not the first time I'm talking about Aroos's beef shawarma, and it's because I seriously do love it. I'm actually going to be atypical and get in right from the center so you can see what that juicy meat and tahine and tomatoes and pickle filling is. Look at that. You can see all the veggies generously loaded in there. This is what an old school shawarma is meant to taste like, and Aroos has been getting it consistently right since the 1980s. They've got all of the right fillings in there, everything from the tahine to the parsley to the sumac dusted onions. I mean, honestly, all of it down to that crispy saj. It's the perfect meat to bread ratio. This is one killer shawarma. And finally, the one that I teased you about right at the start, Farooj Al Shami. This guy is an underrated beast. Thin saj bread, the Syrian style, juicy meat. Ask for the spicy thoum and thank me later. I got both the chicken shawarma as well as the beef shawarma. I'm gonna go in with the chicken one. I'm sitting right out on the street and eating this. This is why you can hear all the background noise. And I'm actually going to break it right in the center so you can see what the fillings are like on the inside. The bread, that crispy saj that they have going on, which is so typical in a Syrian style shawarma. The ratio of that saj to the meat is perfect, because you have just enough saj to hold in a fat heap of the shaved chicken, and then they've got your pickles and you've got your spicy thoum, and it's just a slight touch of that spicy garlic paste. It's not overpowering at all, and you have some of the fries. There you go. It's just a well-rounded shawarma. Look at how beautifully toasted it is. So it just kind of seals everything in. It's got that beautiful golden brown crisp on the outside. This one is the beef one. What I love is it's got that crispy golden brown char because they've pressed it down on the grill, and it really just crisps up the bread and it seals in all of the meaty flavors inside. You can see little bits of the beef and the parsley sneaking out of there, and then lots of that tahine drizzle. There's no question about it. If you can do beef, the beef version is usually always better and more old school than the chicken one for sure. And Farooj really gets it spot on. Their tahine is really nice and lemony. You get a little bit of that vibrant vegetal flavor with the parsley, the creamy tahine. The beef is perfectly done. And a little bits of tomato. People are always hunting down viral food in Dubai, but this hood, Deira and Muraqqabat, where I grew up, this is where you can get a real deal old school chicken shawarma at street prices. If you like food that has no frills, no fuss, just straight up great flavor, this is where you need to come. If you want more hidden gems like this one, make sure you tap that screen, because I've got a whole bunch of more unmissable dishes that you've got to try in Dubai. Hey, until next time I see you, you've got to hit that like, subscribe, and you know how we roll when we see something delicious. It's forks down, sieves up.